Good morning. Father Scott Riley here again. Welcome to my morning battle station. My crucifix, Our Lady Guadalupe, kneeler, the Word. All the ingredients you need for a good prayer, at least for me, helps me. Today we're going to focus on the composition of place and a meditation. But before we start, I'd like to take a little excerpt from the Catechism of the Catholic Church. And I am sure that you had been reflecting on that today. It's from 2715. Contemplation is a gaze of faith fixed on Jesus. I look at him, and he looks at me. In a sense, we could say that is a composition of place. We look at Jesus, and Jesus looks back at us. Because why? Because we insert ourselves into the passage. We insert ourselves into the scene. And that is amazing what takes place in the Holy Spirit, what he gives us through those reflections. Now, today, I had a very brief composition of place, meaning not a lot of verses. It was from Matthew chapter 9, verses 27 to 30. And as Jesus passed on from there, and this is what you do, you read the passage. Two blind men followed him, crying out, "Son of David, have pity on us." When he entered the house, the blind men approached him, and Jesus said to them, "Do you believe that I can do this?" "Yes, Lord," they said to him. Then he touched their eyes and said, "Let it be done for you according to your faith." And their eyes were opened. And Jesus warned them sternly, "See that no one knows about this." But they went out and spread word of him through all that land. So what you would do, for example, now you read the passage, well, this is what I do. I begin to use my imagination on this scene. I see two blind men. They don't have sunglasses, okay? It's back in Jesus' time, and so their eyes are dancing all over in the sockets. And they're tripping over each other, following him, and Jesus keeps on walking. But Jesus has, in a sense, a little smirk on his face, a healthy smirk. And he reached the house. He turned around, and these guys are tripping as they get up there. And perhaps you're even one of them. And Jesus simply asked the question, do you think I can do this? And there's no hesitation. And so you see that they don't hesitate. And Jesus is talking to them. Ask that question. Do you think I can do this? Do you think I'm God? Yes, we know you can do it. May it happen according to your faith, Jesus says. And poof, it happened. And then you see their laughter, their joy, and then they look at Jesus, and Jesus has a smile from ear to ear. And he says, "No, don't tell anyone." They just ran off and just told everyone. How can you contain such a miracle? Put yourself in that scene, especially when Jesus asks the question, "Do you believe I can do this?" So, when you have that big list that you have to get done today and you don't know how you're going to do it, do you believe I can do this? When you have a difficulty, a problem that's just in the back of your head like a headache, Jesus asks you, do you believe I can do this? When you feel like there's nothing inside, you have nothing to give, that you're useless, do you believe I can do this? So that's a composition of place. Put yourself into the scene, use your imagination, and you are going to be marveled by the gifts of light that Jesus gives you through his Spirit, through a passage as such. And that's why the Scriptures are living answers for daily problems, even in the 21st century. God bless you, and have a great prayer.